Welcome to RV and Travel Adventures. My name is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Today I'm going to continue talking about on this old topic, the fact that I'm planning to move from Fort Worth, Texas to somewhere else. I haven't really determined where I'm going to move. Hope you find this topic interesting, fun, useful, valuable. I'll try to make it as valuable as possible, especially for you folks that haven't been around in some of these places that I'm going to be talking about. And maybe you're considering moving to some different community for whatever kind of experience, or just for retirement, or just for a new opportunity, or for just fun, okay? So I have a couple of little short lists here I've been compiling. And again, I hope you find this valuable and interesting. I am moving probably the summer of 25, if not that. The summer of 26. My wife is considering working at the university job as a professor for one more year. I told her if she's going to work another year, she should reward herself, give herself something that she values. As a reward for working one more year and collecting more cash for a bigger house, for a next house. So she's considering, as a reward, maybe going to Europe for 3-4 weeks, and maybe taking a backpack, both of us going on a backpack, and just traveling around like Paris, Barcelona, Rome, maybe Prague, Berlin. She's been to many of these places already. I've never been there. Bruges, Vienna and such. So that would be a reward, spending 10 grand or so to go on a 2-3 week, maybe a month-long trip, backpacking. Taking our backpack, going into cheap hotels and just walking around, having a coffee here, having a pastry there, a little bit of cheese, a hot dog, stuff like that. Okay, so again, I would like to leave, sell our house and move out by 25, but she says, hey, maybe 26. Okay, so we'll see how that works out. So the three things, I'm trying to be as succinct as possible in this rather esoteric, and some of you may say mundane and boring video. The three things that I find very important in our next home. Again, first of all, I have to tell you that I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I've lived here for about a dozen years. Before that, I lived 7 years in Austin, Texas. And I'm originally from the San Francisco Bay Area. And that's where all my family, my 2 daughters, my nephews, my nieces, my cousins, all my old high school and college friends are in the San Francisco Bay Area. Everywhere from Sacramento to San Rafael to San Jose to Mountain View to San Francisco to Carmel, etc., etc. All those different cities, I have friends and family. Okay, so these are the three things I'm looking at. First of all, I can't afford to move back to the Bay Area. My house value has appreciated, but it hasn't appreciated that much that I can afford to go and move back home. Okay, to buy something back home would require $1 million. If I was to move next to my nephew and niece, $2 million or $3 million. If I was to move next to my sisters, $5-10 million. It's expensive. Okay, it's very expensive. My daughter just bought a house, and that's about, after I sell this house, I can't afford to move next to my daughter for sure. So it's expensive, as you very well know, in the Bay Area. So I'm considering affordability as my number one thing. You cannot buy what you cannot afford, okay? Of course, I like weather. San Francisco Bay Area weather is excellent. It's almost as good as this last Christmas and New Year's I spent in Puebla, Mexico. Every day was like 72, 68. And in the summer, it gets like 78, 80. Fabulous weather. San Diego is very similar also. Has like very good weather, but certain parts of Mexico have absolutely fantastic weather. So weather is very important. I do not want to move somewhere super cold, though we're considering one place that is super cold. And I do not want to move somewhere that's super hot, though there's one place that I'm considering that's not as hot as where I'm at now, but it is a dry heat apparently. And they even make t-shirts that say it's a dry heat. Why would I want to leave beautiful Fort Worth, Texas? Some fabulous museums. They have they have some fabulous museums here in Fort Worth, and that's not even taking into consideration. Let me say it again, into consideration the museums in Dallas and other communities around here. Okay, so it has incredible museums. Spring and fall are very nice here in Fort Worth, Texas. But I do not like the winters, and I definitely don't like the summers. It's too hella hot here in Fort Worth. June, July, August, and part of September, hella hot. I mean, there were like weeks on end that were like 100 degrees and humid and horrible. I did not like that. Okay, you may like that. I have some friends that live in San Antonio. I was considering moving to San Antonio. It's a beautiful town. Great culture in San Antonio. My familia is from San Antonio, and I can relate to a lot of the people, how they, enjoy music, how they dance, the art scene, etc., etc. And my friends, I have several friends down there, and it's a fantastic town. But again, what is the problem? It's even further south, and it's even hotter. It's even hotter than Fort Worth, Texas. So I wanted to go down there. It's very affordable. But I said, hey, you do not like the heat. You hated the heat this last past hour. You hated it. It drove you crazy. You can't do anything in heat. You can't go across the street and go walk around the park because it's too damn hot. You can't go outside because it's too damn hot. You want to go ride a bicycle. It's too damn hot. Okay? Especially for this, I'm going to be turning 72 very soon. It's getting, for this old dude, it's getting too damn hot, okay? So I'm looking at affordability and better weather and location, and fun. I want to have some fun. What things do I enjoy doing? San Antonio would be great because my wife and I enjoy dancing, going out to parties, and we have a lot of friends that party a lot down there and have some great nightclubs and outdoor venues in San Antonio. Fantastic music scene down there. We would love it down there. And of course, houses are super affordable. And they have some great museums and colleges. Yeah, quite a few colleges and universities down there. It would be fantastic. But it's too damn hot. So that took that out of the running. So now I got another list of communities that are in the running. And of course, this is going to change. If I see something I like in a certain community and I go, hey, I didn't know about this. It's going to be, I will decide maybe we should buy a house there. And our goal is to just pay cash, the money we have from selling our house here and some money we have saved. We'll just buy a house cash. Again, we're not going to buy $1 million house. We're not going to buy a $2 million house. We're not going to buy a $3 million house. We're not going to buy those kind of houses like my brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces, and daughters, okay? We can't afford that kind of house, okay? So we're considering these communities. I'll give 2 quick points that I like about these communities, just so, just to keep this video short. Chico, California, it's a college town. Cal State Chico's there, and it's a beautiful town next to the Sierras. Plenty of fishing, plenty of lakes, plenty of rivers, close to the ocean, and close to my familia. If I got in my car and decided to go visit family and friends in the Bay Area, it's only 3 hours away. Very nice, as compared to going from Fort Worth, Texas, which is 13 hours away, 14 hours away. It's very far, okay? Redding, California, a little bit more north. The fishing capital of California. I like fishing. Similar to Redding, not a college town, has a community college, not a state college, but it does have fantastic fishing, fantastic rivers, and is very close to the Sierra and Mount Shasta. Very nice. Very nice. And these two cities, you just go west for about 3 hours, 2 hours, and you're at the ocean. You can go do some ocean fishing. Again, my wife and I are still rather nimble. We still are pretty healthy. We like going hiking. We like going for walks. We enjoy nature. We like looking at trees. Hey, that's a nice looking tree. We like, sometimes we see some bushes and there's some berries. We get some berries, eat some berries and stuff like that. We've done that up in Northern California many a time. We've gone backpacking in the past, but I don't think we're going to go backpacking into Desolation Wilderness near Lake Tahoe again. We did that for about a week and a half, and those days might be over. We might try it. I still have my backpacks. We might try it. We'll see what happens. So along the coast, my wife's favorite town is this hippie town where, all popular with the marijuana growers. Arcata, California, beautiful small town along the beach. Another college town, Humboldt State University's there. And it's a very nice town. I love it. Nice beach town, among the redwoods. Very nice. The only problem with Arcata, California is that it's a small town. Not much inventory. And what inventory there is either crap, or expensive. So, and, my wife says, I will not live on crap. So if we go across the border to Oregon, just on the other side of the border, I have some friends live nearby in Oregon. I also have family living in Washington. But Medford, Oregon has excellent medical services. It's right next to Crater Lake and next to rivers, oceans. And 2 hours south and west, you get to, an area there where you can go, fishing along the Pacific Ocean in California. Okay. So, and also Grants Pass is up there. This is a surprise. My wife finally said, maybe we'll go somewhere hot. And they say it's a dry heat, not a humid heat, a dry heat. Maybe we'll buy something in Las Cruces. Why would I like Las Cruces? My wife and I, when we go on vacation in our RV, we go to New Mexico typically or Colorado. We like New Mexico. We have friends in Albuquerque, in Santa Rosa, and also in Las Cruces. So it's a nice place. Very, very affordable. On my list, it's the most affordable. They're building new houses, brand new houses, 3-2s, in the middle of the desert for about $300,000. So it's cheap, brand new house, all new appliances and everything. $300,000. That's cheap, huh? Very inexpensive. And you can buy a super nice house with all the, bells and whistles for $500,000, $600,000. Very nice if you can afford it. Okay, so we like Las Cruces basically because we enjoy New Mexico culture. And if we want to go to Santa Fe, we want to go to Albuquerque, go to Colorado, we just have to go north, keep on going north. And they have an airport just nearby. You can go across the Texas border and only about an hour away, get the airport at El Paso and go anywhere in the United States you want. Visit family in California, go to an event in New York, go to Europe, whatever we want to do, etc., etc. So, Las Cruces has its positives. Very little fishing, not very close to the ocean. Does have some mountains, though, and has some nice trails, which we would enjoy. So, there are options down there. Of course, the older homes in downtown are actually cheaper. So, you can buy something really inexpensive in Las Cruces and pocket the change. And just go somewhere else, more chances to visit the family, maybe go to Europe, maybe go to Canada, go to Mexico, go everywhere we want, have a great time. This is something new. We went to a wedding for my family, my wife's side of the family. We went to Cresco, Iowa, and we stayed at a hotel in Decorah, Iowa. We've been there many times visiting family, and we love Decorah, Iowa. And just about a month and a half ago, we went to Ames, Iowa for one of my nephew's graduation. And we love Decorah, Iowa. It's a beautiful town, has 4 seasons, and it gets hella cold, but it has rivers, has a beautiful downtown, absolutely gorgeous little downtown. And if I wanted to have a cup of coffee, there's plenty of coffee shops. If I wanted to, and it's affordable. I mean, Iowa is super, super, super affordable, especially for someone who comes from the San Francisco Bay Area. It's cheap, okay? But it's a beautiful town, you know. So affordable and interesting is what's important to me. And so I just wanted to talk about some of these places that I'm considering. I would like your input. If you have any comments, suggestions about these various communities I talked about, my list of communities, you can tell me, Jesus, I really like Decorah, or I really like Las Cruces. Jesus, why aren't you moving back to San Francisco in Pacific Heights? The houses only cost $10 million, $20 million a pop. You should buy one of those. And I'm going to say, hey, I worked in marketing. I worked in photography. My wife's a professor. We only have this amount of money, okay? I do not make this kind of money like my daughter, the hospital chief exec, okay? She makes a lot of money. My nephew, who's a high-tech wizard and manager of, you know, major departments and has worked at various, companies, he makes a hell of a lot of money, et cetera, et cetera. So I know people in my family can afford to live in Silicon Valley, but I cannot, okay? I would love to live in Silicon Valley. Where would you like to live? Where would you like to live and retire? So again, I explained all the different places I would like to retire, considering, and of course there's other options. I'm not motivated to move to the East Coast. I have friends in Maine. I have friends in Florida. I have friends in New York, but I don't plan to move to those places at all. I plan to visit them, should I live so long, but my main interest is primarily the West Coast, New Mexico, California, Southern Oregon, and the small possibility of Decorah, Iowa, okay? So hope you liked my list. If you have any, again, suggestions or opinions, leave them below in the comment section. I greatly appreciate your kind and friendly, super professional, friendly, emphasis on friendly, underlined friendly comments below. And of course, if you can check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/JMMGarza, maybe you can help me in my move. You can each month donate $1 or $2 and help my channel, my rather modest channel. And of course, check out my photos, my photographs. Here's the information somewhere on one of these corners is the information, links, and of course in the description there are links to my photo website specifically for this channel, RVTA. It's not my business and academic site. It's my RV and travel adventure site. Okay. Thank you very much. Don't forget to ring the bell for future notifications. I would greatly appreciate it. And thanks for checking out my video. Again, I would love to have your take and your opinion on these potential moves in 25 or 26. And again, I will only be moving if I live so long. If I live, it's an important thing to take into consideration. If I live so long, okay? Thanks for checking out my channel. And again, don't forget to ring the bell for future notificaciones. Thank you very much from Fort Worth, Texas. One more summer, 2 more summers. Oh my God, my wife wants to do 3 more summers. Intense Texas heat, and with global warming, things are only going to get worse. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza for RV and Travel Adventures. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.